right now. All right. Um, so I just wanted to find something like that has like a countertop. I think maybe I can do like a view from across this like right here so that I can draw this, draw the countertop space. I don't have a lot of, you know, if this were something where I were working this out, like if I had floor plan elevation, I would probably have, I would have information about uh, what, like, what is this, a small restaurant, cafe? There are some very small restaurants uh, in Chicago and elsewhere. They kind of jam them into a small space. Um, so, okay, I want to do, so here is so I'm going to look, I think maybe I'll just look from back here in this corner across that way. I want to get that line of stools at that traditional like lunch counter kind of a place. All right, so 2 point, as always, I'm going to start with horizon line. Um, this, my back corner might be like here. I'm also going to have a corner right there. I'm just going to have this like storage door closed. And yeah, I think I'll do this. Well, let's see. I'm just going to put in let's see how this works. I want to have a vanishing point way over here. I think I want to just like, I want this left vanishing point to be farther away. If it's right here on the edge of the sheet of paper, maybe, maybe that. Yeah, I think I'd like that to be a little, I don't want that, the bottom of the countertop to be such a steep angle. So I think maybe what I'll do, I've got another piece of paper over here, and then I'm going to extend that to there, there. I'm going to go taller with the ceiling. Um, and right up here, I'm going to have this. This is going to go to the ceiling. This is going to drop down. So there's going to be a corner right there. So I want just like maybe stop it like there. Off of there. Um, and then vanishing point down here to the right, to the top. The countertop is going to just like sort of like, I guess it's going to be like some built-in base here. This is eye level. My countertop is going to be down around 3. And then this really foreshortened surface of the countertop. And then I'm going to approximate the countertop comes out there. There. This goes back. So I'm estimating the depth of this, which is this little bit right here. If I draw it and it looks weird, then I can change it. One of the advantages to just doing like just like trying to get a quick perspective sketch is that if you do it and you look at it and you think, well, it doesn't look right, um, you're not very far into the drawing, and so you're more likely to just say, well, I'm going to change it. So this right here is the bottom of this bit right there. So I want to draw and see how far back I gave myself. Like if this is like the back, the like wall all the way in the back, I'm going to have to shorten the side of the countertop um, because I need space. There's space on the like floor space for walking between the end of the countertop and the wall. Okay, and then here, this, good. And then I'm going to have this like table about here. Chair, 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 chair. Okay. And then here is going to be a line of stools. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Yeah, maybe this needs to be longer, but we'll see. If I have this, like, I'll just approximate the height, based on the height of the countertop. Definitely want to put in like maybe like a little like um looks like like this is like you got to give like put leg space in there. So I might just have to have this like the base of it. On the top, and then make some space in here so that you got some place to put your legs when you're sitting on the stool. Stool a little bit higher. Well, this is eye level, so I'm kind of I think maybe well, this is a little bit high, but we'll see. Maybe that's the scale of my figure is just not quite right. It's really foreshortened, so that straighten down a little bit. I think this figure is too big. Let me try that again. Stool. I might just settle down and like do like stool, 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 stool. Bring this up farther. Good. We got 6 stools, and like you see where this lines up right there. So this last stool cannot be past the end of the countertop. Okay. Wait on my preview. Can't really see any of the other seating. Um, like there might be like a table like sticking up like right about here. We'll see. Maybe I'll get to it. So if I like wanted to draw like I can see here's the floor. I mean really like if the end of this is going to be about right here based on like the table being here and there just not being a whole lot of room between the table and the door. It's a little cramped, but I've been into many restaurants and cafes where they kind of jam the seating in because they don't have a whole lot of space. There's the beginnings of my plant. Um, definitely got to have artwork. In here, use the vanishing points to get the top and the bottom of artwork frame. Maybe this is like a menu board, or a menu board is going to be back here. There. And so standing, a person would be like there. Seated, I think the head should probably be a little bit lower. Just reduce the scale. Oh, don't forget to have your shoulders up, elbows on the countertop. Let's just make that a little bigger so you can see it better. Um, table. Eye level is there. Um, if like 2.5 is like right there. This is almost against the wall. Um, just do it like that. 30. Table. That's a chair. Chair. Yeah. So this, even if the scale is not 100% accurate throughout, it'll give you some idea of like what the arrangement in the floor plan might look like in perspective. Some artwork up here, maybe a little bit high. Try to keep the heights of the top, maybe the tops of these two consistent. And this is like this is Jeff's Cafe. No Jeff. I bet it's feeling great. Um, okay, there's there. Shadow under the overhang. Good. Um, space there. We don't see anything back there. Lighting. I want to put some lighting like over here and like run lighting. I go like middle of the table. Yeah, it's close to this. It's really close to the wall, so I'm just gonna go a little past the table, up to the ceiling. Whoopee. Out from the vanishing point. Keep it in line with the vanishing point, and then maybe some, maybe like canisters. I don't want to have hanging lights to interfere with the artwork. Space them gradually farther apart so that they're even, but they look like, they look like they're even. They just are drawn to be getting farther apart. And then here we're going to do another line of canisters. Here, some lighting to some light on the board. Okay. Some molding. How's this look so far? Just like you could walk right in there.
It looks really good. You were able to like, do we have to put someone in there? Like
You
the
don't have
people?
to, but why don't you try it? Here's
Okay.
my here's the so drawing a person, if you have this like, let's say you have an interior, I'll just do this. There's an interior here. Eye level, if you're like eye level, like from like this spot on the floor up to the horizon line, if we say 5 feet is eye level, then a person that is approximately the eye level of the, like the height of the, um, let's say like a person that's average height for the eye level, standing here, your head would be like right there, right? Because that's five, if it's 5 feet and you're a little over 5 feet, there you go. If you're standing back here, it's still, and they're just like, these two people are the same height approximately. The head, the horizon line goes through the head at the same spot. You just draw the figure smaller so that it looks like this person is farther away from the viewer than this one. And as far as the way I'm drawing this figure, I kind of came up with this. You know, people would say to me, I can't draw a stick figure. Well, I will usually say, I'll bet you can. But here's my comparison. Stick figure, classic stick figure is that, right? No shoulders, no hips. I don't know. This person's not is going to have a hard time. But if you give this person shoulders, you can keep the like, center like a spine, but like even just like a shape for the shoulder for like the torso, it can be a rectangle. You could make it an oval if you want to. But then this is wide enough that you've got space for the legs to separate from each other, as this does not. They just kind of have to splay out like that, which is not what human anatomy is like. And then feet, it's just kind of like a wedge shape. And then arms, give this poor person elbows. There you go. From there to there, you're really just making a deluxe stick figure.
Can you show one more time how you would have them sitting?
Sure. So here, let's say we got a stool here. They might need to space those out a little bit more. Um, okay, so here, eye level is up there. If you're sitting, your head's going to be lower than the eye level, right? Just a little bit. So there's a butt there. Head, I'm just going to say the head is like lower like there. This is just my guess. I got shoulders. You're hunched a little bit, maybe sitting forward. Not great posture, but that's, just sitting at a stool at a countertop. If you're wearing like torso, wearing a shirt, probably gonna, come down to here. Um, you can like cover the butt if you want to. Leg is gonna have to come out this way and then maybe come back. And if you give like a little like, some stools will have this like little bar to put your heel on, kind of like that. And then here, I'm gonna do this so that I can get the elbow onto the surface of the countertop. So can't come below this line. And then maybe you're just sitting there with your arms folded, or maybe like you're waiting and so you are looking at your phone, as one does. And then where's this other leg? Oh, you might just have like a little remnant of the other foot coming down like that.
You make it look so easy.
Well, that is that's the value of having drawn for a long time. So, and but try it. If it doesn't look right, if you think it hurts your drawing, you can take it out. Maybe try it on a piece of like a layer of tracing paper.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. But this you can if you can do like you can do the stick figure, then you can reason that it's got a head. Just give a horizontal line for the shoulders. You can keep this here. Arm, elbow, lower arm. You don't have to bid anything too sophisticated with the arms or with the hands. Pelvis, and then legs, knee, leg, foot, foot. So it's a little bit more like it is idiot. Would you stop? Okay, I'm gonna take, there we go. Oh. So this is just a little bit more than this.
Yes, thank you for showing that.
Sure. Yeah, that, that, that. Okay. So like, even like here, this is enough to give someone an idea of what that floor plan would look like in 3 dimensions. You can kind of like, help you envision the space. Um, and if there's a table like down here, there might be like somewhere like across there's another table here. So if you come through these stools away from really, I could say there's another table about here. And here's the base of the table. And so if I go up, let's say, the top of this table that is here might be somewhere like right here, which would give me a more realistic view of that interior. Now I got to say, I found this floor plan online. I thought like this is good enough. This chair is pretty close to the door. I might, if you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tables, um, I might consider eliminating that chair since it's like right by the door, and you're going to be like, I've been to restaurants where I am, have like I'm seated with my back right next to the entry, and there are people coming and going all the time, and it really is irritating. So I would say I would just like take the chair out there and just say there's a chair here and there about. And this kind of like rapid sketching is really just like that. Even just that little bit of information helps to put the table there so you get a better understanding of what the space is like and what it feels like. Okay. um, artwork there, stools. I'm going to have to work out the spacing of these stools better because but the people at this scale, they're too close together. So that would have to like I might just have to rework this area um, to just make it a little bit longer so that there's more space. This might be a little far away, but not too bad. The edge of this table, like the base of this table, is like goes right behind where the stools are. So I think this is actually pretty good. Um, there's this. There is a door there to an office. Looks like maybe office or something. That's closer right there. Um, yeah, there you go. This is like I think I might even just sketch color on this just like that. Um, let's see here. Markers. Hmm. This. I found someone finally. Talon's this is a German company, or Talon's was Dutch. Anyway, there someone's finally you gets like made an arrangement with Pantone to use Pantone colors. Um, the Tria markers. I still have some old Tria markers that used to be matched up with Pantone, but they had a disagreement and stopped. They lost their relationship with Pantone, and now Pantone finally has it with somebody here. Okay, let's see. Um, I want like accent color to be in my furniture. Or just color in my furniture. Um, that's not really. So the pencil is mixing with my colors, especially lighter colors are going to get um, mixed in with your colors. Like the lighter colors are going to mix with the graphite and darken and get kind of dirty looking. So I think I should lighten up some of this here.
Mr. Duffy, your video froze.
What's that? Oh,
Your video froze.
thank you. I forgot to change this. Um, to keep my screen open just so that my tablet won't go to sleep. Okay, maybe that's a little bit better. It's a little bit dark. Maybe that's going to be this guy's shirt. It's really dark. Oh, kind like green. Oh, need. I don't want this place to be too bland. So we're going to use a light yellow, really light yellow for the wall color. Make it a little bit more happy. Just give a little bit more. Better, better, better. Not wild about that. Too much of the same brown going all around here. Floor color. What do you think for a floor? Simple, just like leave it like concrete so that it doesn't get too weird in here. I don't want to get like too dark or anything.
What about a tile?
Okay, let's try a tile. Even just getting like a tile, like a suggestion of a tile grid. It's also something that's durable. Okay, so if I'm coming from the vanishing point, okay. All right. Um, so if this is, I don't want this to be too dark. Okay. Um, all right. Well, that gives you the suggestion of a tile, but that's here. I think I want some reflectiveness. Kind of works. Okay. Um, Maybe I'm getting something. The landscape. Yeah. um, sure. Okay, better. Sweet looking plant. I think they took that poor little poem out of the library and tried to save it. Copper green. There. Okay. These are the prices. Yeah, this is starting to fill up decently. There. What do you think?
That looks really good.
And that. There. So that's really just if you remember, like, the remembering perspective to get, the sketched layout in perspective, but also you look at your floor plan for where things line up. I was able to determine this table based on, like if I just drew a line across the floor at the base from this table, I can see that this table, it's like not too far. The base of this table is not too far in a line with this one, like, over away from this. So I can draw on draw across the floor here and see that the base of this table should be about right there. So you can do kind of like you can do that. I mean, sketching a floor plan in perspective, you do your walls, just do the architecture, do the walls, ceiling, floor, and you sketch your floor plan in perspective on the floor of the perspective drawing. And just remember your eye level is here. That's about 5 feet, 5'6". And so your table heights are definitely not going to be up to the height of this line. You also use that to measure the approximate height of the interior. And from the floor to the floor to the horizon line is there. And it's about the same. This is about a 10-foot ceiling, maybe 9 or so. Yeah, a little more like it's a little more even. Um, and then, so you just sketch your heights up here. Just stay low enough that this table height looks right. My first attempt at drawing one of these figures, I had the head right up at the, the height of the horizon line, which I knew that would be too tall. That would be too high for somebody sitting at one of the bar stools. So I had to lower that. So that helped me to know like this, that I had initially drawn that figure too big. So there you go. So, Sandra, you asked about for the tile?
Yes, I think it's very important to try to get the proportions right with that, because sometimes you draw the grid and it's like my tiles are way off. What do I do?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this, like, if I'm approximating the scale, like, if that looks too big, then I could, reduce the scale of it. But even like that helps you, like the scale of your tile can help you to make sense of this, like the amount of space you got on the floor. And
For sure.
it's also good to be like to commit to like there's like flooring. All right. So give it a
Can I
shot.
show you something after you stop recording?
Sure, I will be happy to. Let me
Okay.
start. I'm going to